Hi everybody, in this video we're going to look at the beginning steps to environment designs, and what we're going to do is something called a shape evolution. So we need a kind of a long document, and I'll even go file new. This is what you'll do, and I'm going to maybe make this possibly 5,000, we'll say, by 900 pixels. Be sure that that is not inches. This would be way too big. So in pixels, 5,000 by 900 and 300 resolution. And I'm going to press create. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my layers right away, and I need a new layer. So I'm going to press the new layer icon. All right. So we need to be painting on this new layer. And what I'm going to do is with just black, I can press D to create black right away. And I'm going to zoom in also to the left side here. I'm just going to draw a shape. Okay, just a kind of a blob. I like this blob to kind of have a low base. That's always a good thing. Kind of like a flatter base, but it doesn't have to, but this seems to make it easier. Okay, so now that I have this shape, I can use my move tool. You can see I can move it around because it is on a separate layer. So the move tool is up here, and you can also access that move tool really easily by pressing the V key on your keyboard. Alright, so what the objective here is to evolve this shape over and over again. So I'm going to hold down Option while I'm on this move tool, and when I do that we get this kind of a double arrow if I hold Option or Alt on your keyboard. And this will quickly duplicate the shape. So as I said, I want to evolve this shape to look like something different now. So I'm going to start this one. I'm going to take another one. I can also drag select, if you could see, drag select these shapes and hold Option and drag, and you can see that it will duplicate both of them. Okay, so Command T while you're on this tool will scale, and depending on what you're using, whether it's Photopea or Photoshop, if you hold Shift while you scale, it will scale unproportionally. If you don't hold Shift, it scales proportionally. That's the opposite for Photopea. Okay, so now I'm going to take these two and duplicate and Command T, and maybe I will swing it to the side. And what you're seeing is an evolution. Alright, so I'm going to take this one now and evolve it over here. Okay, so this started with this, then to this, and now we're going to make a third evolution. I'm going to Command T, and I'm thinking maybe something a little flatter on the side here. I'm going to take both of these. Now, what you want to do is try to stay away from symmetry. You can see this is looking very symmetrical, so we want to stay away from that. So I'm going to be looking at changing that up soon. But you can see I'm just kind of duplicating these chunks. Alright, so now I have that. So this was the original, the evolution, and again, an evolution. I'm going to take this over here and duplicate it. Now you can kind of see my computer may be slowing down a bit. It's because I have probably 100 layers here. So what you can do is I have this all selected here. You can see all these layers. Command E will merge down. Now you can see it's all on one layer. And I can drag select this chunk. Just be careful not to nip one of the other evolutions. You don't want to merge them together. I can take this chunk and Command E, and you can see now I have kind of very few layers. So this was the next evolution. I'm going to start to do something different now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it and Command T, and how about if we rotated some things? Okay, alright, maybe I'll take that same shape here. Let's see if we rotate this now. Let's see what happens. Alright, good. This could be nipped off later. I could do it right now if I wanted to. I could just delete that. Okay, now I'm going to take this, Command T, and maybe a little smaller down here. It kind of looks the same. Oh, actually, maybe upside down, right? Okay, good. And see this? There's a little crack here. I'm not a fan of that. I could just paint it. I could get my brush. It's no big deal. I could just kind of paint that in, if I wanted to. All right. So I'm going to take this now. We can see that's a great evolution. So now I'm going to do it one more time. Let's just, one more evolution here. Command E, I'm going to merge that down, bring it over. All right. And, oops, let me take another one. So I'm going to hold and drag. I'm thinking I'm going upside down now. So I kind of liked what I saw before there. Maybe a chunk up here. And when you scale down, what you're seeing is kind of a variety in sizes, line width. So it's there we go. Okay. All right. So I'm seeing this as some type of alien base or something like that. It definitely has some kind of a starship look to it. I don't like this round look. So my last step here, and this is my last evolution. So I've evolved this, let's see, 1, 2. So this doesn't really count. So I've evolved it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, which is a good number. And the last thing I like to do to finish this is I take a brush, sorry, and I make it large. And what I'm looking to do is kind of create maybe some almost like dome shapes that kind of add maybe a little bit of organic kind of shapes in here, and maybe like kind of like that, like there, right? So good. And one other thing I like to do is with this brush, and this works better on a tablet. I wish I had my tablet with me. I try to make some kind of lines that kind of connections like this. Adding connecting lines can also add to that variety of size of lines and shapes in this, so that could kind of help to give this more scale. And this works better with a tablet. I can get more rounder lines, but you can see these connections could be wires or some type of transports between each shape, like that. All right, and that's it. Good luck, and give this a try.